Hello everyone, thanks for coming out here today. I really do appreciate you. We all know the breaking news we got yesterday was the appointment of the new chief of staff by President Muhammadu Buhari and in the person of Agboola Gambari. And Nigerians reacted in different ways, but Omoyele Sowore has got this to say. He has a track record of this man. You know, sometimes when people do things, they feel like they can just sweep it under the carpet or they can run away from their shadow, but they don't know that these things are still there. Omoyele Sowore made shocking revelations of this man who is going to be the president's chief of staff, who is already, he's been appointed, so he's the president's chief of staff, and we know the chief of staff is the closest ally to the president, the person that advises the president on important issues and various issues regarding the country and everything. So we're going to hear this shocking revelation, and let's sit back and let's see where our country is heading towards. So the person you are taking as your number one advisor, we know that he's a professor and all of that, but it will shock you all of the things he has been involved in before now. This is quite a shocker. It's a mind blower. Please sit tight and we'll go straight into the news. But before we do that, please, if you haven't yet subscribed to us, do click on the subscribe button down below, and also do give us a thumbs up, hit on the like button, just to let us know you do appreciate what we're doing here. So let's just go straight into the news. Omoyele Sowore condemns appointment of Agboola Gambari as Buhari's new chief of staff. Sowore condemned the appointment of Gambari over his role during General Sani Abacha's military regime. The convener of the Revolution Now movement, Omoyele Sowore, has reacted to the appointment of Professor Ibrahim Gambari as the new chief of staff to President Muhammadu Buhari. It was reported that President Muhammadu Buhari appointed Gambari, a former Minister of External Affairs, as his new chief of staff following the death of Malam Abba Kyari, who lost his life to the dreaded coronavirus. Reacting to the development in a statement on Tuesday, Sowore condemned the appointment over Gambari's role during General Sani Abacha's military regime. The former presidential candidate added that Gambari also served almost all the dictators that have ruled the country. This is a serious matter, my people. Look at our new chief of staff. So right now, Omoyele listed all of the roles Gambari has involved himself in, all of his track record from the previous dictator president. We know Sani Abacha. Up till date, we're still recovering all the looted funds. The most recent one was the 312 billion US dollars that the United States returned back to the federal government. Omoyele Sowore stated all of the activities that this Gambari has involved himself in. Let's hear all of them. Professor Ibrahim Gambari, who some people claim is an intelligent man, used his intelligence to defend the draconian policies of the Abacha regime while he was Nigeria's permanent representative at the United Nations. So this is one of them. We know when the news broke out that he was the new chief of staff, it also detailed his CV. Let Nigerians know that he's someone of caliber. But when he was the representative to United Nations, he defended all the horrible policies that this Abacha regime had. That's just one of them. Next one, Sowore listed out. As more pressure mounted on Abacha regime from all corners of the world, Professor Gambari became more notorious and ruthless in defending and deflecting attacks against Abacha dictatorship. I remember his many appearances on cable news channels, especially after Abacha murdered environmentalist and author Ken Saro-Wiwa following what can be described as a kangaroo trial. Professor Gambari stochastically denied that the Abacha regime had committed a crime. he labeled Saro-Wiwa a common criminal who had engaged in the murder of other Ogoni elders. After the demise of Abacha, his other co-dictators and collaborators were put in their place, call it in the Nigerian Hall of Shame. Professor Ibrahim Gambari has not been touched. He has not been called to account. Unlike the Husseinis, Mustafa and Gwazo, he did not appear before the hapless Oputa panel to explain his ignominious role. Instead, he was elevated by Kofi Annan, the United Nations Secretary General, to the position of Under-Secretary and Special Advisor on Africa at the UN. Even after the death of Abacha, Kofi Annan's visit to Nigeria were primarily to prevail on Chief MKO Abiola to forget about his June 12 mandate. He didn't care about Abiola's freedom, so he frequently went to meet him in jail and asked him to forget about it. It is intriguing that Professor Gambari has now become a darling of so many Nigerian organizations. Honors are pouring in from everywhere, and he's getting awards and making speeches all over the place. Wow. That is the new chief of staff. It's quite it's quite worrying. Well, I say he has changed over the years, because from the time Abacha passed away, all of this, his escapades, all of this, his involvement with Sani Abacha, and also injustice on Ken Saro-Wiwa and him not speaking up. I don't know, I want to say maybe he has changed, or Nigerians, let's just be ready. That's the new advisor to our very President Muhammadu Buhari, someone that worked closely with a dictator. We know a lot of people have been speculating that, are we really in democracy? You know, President Muhammadu Buhari, he claims that this is democracy for the people, but it looks like we're still in the military regime, and Abacha was from military regime. Who knows why President Buhari is getting this Gambari again? That probably Nigerians, our own is too much. We're always attacking him left, right, and center. So he needs someone that's really stern, someone that is hard, that will give him a good advice on how to react to Nigerians. And with this last one, SOWORE stated, yeah, it's quite touching. He said that it's so intriguing that this professor has now become the darling of so many Nigerians and so many Nigerian organizations and honors. He's just getting awards from left, right, center. In his CV yesterday, we learned that he's a ceremonial head in the Kwara State University, meaning that he's someone that awards people their degrees during convocations and all of that. So he's really highly placed. So that is the person that is our new chief of staff. Nigerians, let's just keep our eye open. God will help us in this our country. Let's see where because we know Abba Kyari was a de facto president. This one now, we already know what he's capable of, all of the things he has done with the Abacha regime. So we already know what to expect in this journey with President Muhammadu Buhari's newly appointed chief of staff. We don't know how it's going to be. Like I said, I want to assume that he has changed from the time from the Abacha regime. Right now, he's in his late 70s, he's going 80, nearly 80. So let's see what he has under his sleeves. So Nigerians, we've heard it all. The convener of Revolution Now, #Revolution Now, Omoyele Sowore, has reminded us of the track record of this very Gambari guy, Ibrahim Gambari, Professor Agbola Gambari. Omoyele Sowore has done well to remind us of his past deeds. We normally say we don't judge people with the past. Like I said, I don't know if he has changed, but that is the person that President Muhammadu Buhari has picked as his new chief of staff. So I want to say thank you once again to everyone that have subscribed. Please, if you haven't yet subscribed, do click on the subscribe button down below. And don't forget to hit on the like button. Do give us a thumbs up and drop your comments also in the comment section. Let's have a healthy conversation regarding this. I want to say thank you once again till I come your way again. Bye for now and God bless.